The National Broadcasting Company presents Great Plays. Today, the National Broadcasting Company is pleased to present one of the great plays of the French theater, Moliere's Imaginary Invalid, as prepared for radio production by Richard McDonough.
On this day of February 17, 1673, I, Jean-Baptiste Poquelin, better known as Molière, am pleased to welcome you to the Palais-Royal, the theater built for me by my Lord Cardinal Richelieu. The occasion is the fourth performance of my latest play, The Imaginary Invalid, in which I also play the title role, serve as stage manager and company manager. Some of you who have witnessed earlier performances of this play, and knowing how full of struggle, sadness, disappointment, and ill health these last months of my life have been, you have thought The Imaginary Invalid a travesty upon myself by myself. It is not. Rather, it is a final shaft aimed at those pompous physicians who have proved so incapable of arresting the ravages of a disease that soon... But let us on with a performance that seems destined to be memorable. Someday, doctors will be more worthy of their fees than they are in this France of the 17th century. Now, people of Paris, inhabitants of a city I love more than life itself, dear, dear Paris, I give you the case of Monsieur Argan, the Imaginary Invalid.
Toinette! Toinette! Plague take the wench! Toinette! Toinette! Oh, there you are.
Yes, monsieur, yes. These are legs I have, not wings.
Do you realize it's almost an hour since last I took my medicine?
Impossible. You could not live so long without it. Here are your medications, tablets, pills, powders, elixirs, all in a row, and here is water.
Oh, let me have them.
There you are. The apothecary's bill has just arrived. I'll fetch it. This place is more like a hospital each day.
Rhubarb compound for head pains. Elixir for upset stomach. Oh, my tonic to brace me up. And, where's my... Oh, here it is. A sedative to calm my nerves. And now the clarified milk to lighten my blood. Oh, that's good. Here, Toinette, take this away and make my bouillon ready. Why, she's gone. The vixen. They have no care for me, none of them. They always leave me alone. No? Are you deaf, Toinette? Jade, baggage! Pox take you, Toinette! You leave a poor sick man in such a manner. They'd let me die. Toinette!
Did you call, sir?
Oh, did I call? Go on!
I'll cry if you scold me.
To leave me witched so long.
Oh.
Scalawag, you would let me die. Can't even have the pleasure of scolding you.
Oh, scold all you want. It's all right with me.
How can I, you hussy, if you interrupt me every time I open my mouth? Well, enough of this. What's that you got in your hand?
It's the monthly bill from Monsieur Florent, the apothecary.
Let me see it. 94 louis and 4 sous. Surely, Monsieur Florent jests.
About money, Monsieur Le Florent never jests.
He shall not have it. I shall pay no more than 64 louis and 4 sous. They rob me. They rob me. And yet, has any of my medicine done me good?
Ask Monsieur Florent. He's the one who profits by your humor.
I must take another tonic soon. See that my bouillon is ready.
Monsieur Florent and Prejean amuse themselves profoundly with your carcass. You make a splendid guinea pig. What is the matter that you must take such quantities of medicine?
Silence, you stupid fool! The doctors are very learned men. Your opinions will not interest them in the least. Where's my daughter? I have something to tell her. Angelique! Oh, will nobody give answer to my call? Angelique! Angelique!
Do not roar so. You'll bring on another collapse. Oh, the things a servant has to endure in this house.
Toinette.
Angelique.
Look at me.
And what do you think I'm doing, foolish child?
Oh, Toinette.
Yes, my dear.
Can't you guess my thoughts?
Our young lover, yes? You dream and speak of nothing else. 6 days now with but a single thought.
Tell me, Toinette, do you condemn my feelings for him?
Never, Angelique.
Is it wrong of me to cherish that sweet sentiment?
Far from it.
Don't you think, Toinette, that he's a superb figure of a man?
Oh, yes.
And that he's handsome?
Assuredly.
And that in all he is most noble?
Very true.
Oh, if only I dared confide in Father. If only I were free to enjoy with Cleante our mutual love.
Were it not for your stepmother, you would be. That wench is determined to make a nun of you.
Oh, Toinette, surely Father will not listen to stepmamma. Surely he will let me follow my heart.
Well, we'll soon know if your lover keeps his word. His resolve, which he wrote yesterday to ask your hand, will be a quick way to test his love and your father's intentions.
Oh, Toinette, if he does not...
Angelique!
There's your father. Let me continue with my dusting.
Angelique! Oh, there you are, my dear. I have some news for you. A surprise, no doubt. Here, sit at my feet.
Yes, Father.
You have been asked in marriage. What, this is pleasant, this word, marriage, Youth. I presume I need not ask you if you would like to be married.
My duty, Father, is to obey your desire.
It is a pleasure to have such an obedient daughter. Well, it is settled. I have promised your hand.
I blindly follow your command, sir.
Your stepmother, my wife, has always wanted me to put you in a convent and make a nun of you. She did not consent to this match, but I carried the point and won.
Father, I am deeply thankful for your kindness.
I have not seen the fellow, but I hear we shall all be satisfied.
I know it, Father.
What? Have you seen him?
I cannot lie, sir, and your consent frees my heart. The truth is, we met 6 days ago and fell instantly in love. The request you have received is the result.
Oh? Well, they didn't tell me you had met. Oh, but I'm very happy, for it is much better this way. They tell me he is a tall young man.
Yes, Father.
Well built.
Doubtless.
Pleasant personality.
True, sir.
Handsome.
Very.
Sensible, well-born, and genteel.
The most genteel possible.
Speaks Greek and Latin fluently.
I didn't know.
And will get his doctor's diploma in 3 days.
Doctor's diploma?
Of course. Did he not tell you?
No, indeed. How do you know?
Dr. Perjean told me.
Monsieur Perjean knows him?
What a question. Of course he knows his own nephew.
Cleante, the nephew of Monsieur Perjean?
Cleante? I don't know any Cleante. I'm speaking of your fiancé, Monsieur Perjean's nephew, Thomas de Foix. The son of Monsieur Perjean's brother-in-law, Dr. de Foix. Thomas de Foix is his name, not Cleante.
Please, Father.
Dr. Perjean, apothecary Florent, and I settled this marriage this morning. Tomorrow, the boy and his father are coming to pay their respects, and... What's the matter? You look deathly pale.
Oh, Father, you have been speaking of one person, and I was thinking of another. Oh.
But, Angelique...
Oh, sir. Sir, with all your wealth, would you plan such a match? Would you have your daughter wed with a doctor?
I would. And what concern it is of yours, my impudent hussy?
Steady, sir. Why such invectives? Can't we reason without quarreling? Come. Let's be cool. What is your reason for such action?
My reason? My reason is that being infirm and invalid, I would have remedies, consultations, and prescriptions from my distemper from within my family, from my son-in-law and his relations.
That is a reason. But, sir, consider, feel your heart. Are you really ill?
What, wench? Am I ill?
Oh, yes, sir, you are ill, you are. Now, let's not argue. You're extremely ill, I agree. More ill than you think. But your daughter and not you is the one who's marrying. And being healthy, she has no need of a doctor.
She should be glad to help her father, and for his sake to save his health.
Please, sir, as a friend, let me give you some advice.
Well?
Do not consider this marriage.
And why not?
Your daughter won't agree to it.
She won't agree?
No.
Angelique?
Angelique. She'll have no part of de Foix, Thomas, or the whole family.
But I will. It's the most advantageous match. Thomas is his father's only heir, and besides, He'll get the estate of Monsieur Pourjean, who has 8,000 income annually.
Must have killed a lot of patients to become so rich.
The 8,000 alone is nothing to sniff.
I'm not sniffing, but I still say find another match. Angelique is not suited to being Madame de Foix.
No matter. It shall be as I wish. She shall do it, or I shall send her to a convent.
You?
I.
Oh, you won't send her to a convent.
I won't.
No.
And who's to stop me?
Yourself.
Myself?
You wouldn't have the heart.
Oh, yes, I would.
Her pleading would soon stop you. I know you, sir. You'll retreat. You're too good-natured.
I'm not good-natured. I'll...
Easy, sir, easy. Remember, you are a sick man.
I absolutely command her to do my bidding.
I absolutely forbid her.
What? An impertinent servant dares contradict her master? Where's my cane?
With a senseless master, a sensible servant is right to inject
An
wisdom.
insolent wench, I'll beat some obedience into you. Stand still and let me hit you.
I'll not stand still, and Angelique will not wed Thomas de Foix.
Which?
And she'll obey me rather than you.
And if she does obey you, I'll refuse her my
And
blessing.
if she obeys you, I'll disown her.
Oh! Oh! Oh, I can't stand a moment longer. Wife, Beline! This will kill me, surely. Wife, come here.
Oh, my poor dear husband. What's the matter?
Oh, help me, Beline. I'm dying.
Whatever is the matter, my pet?
Oh, my love.
Oh, my life, my soul, what is it?
They've been tormenting me.
Alas, my precious, and how, pray tell?
Your dear Toinette becomes more impudent every day.
Oh, there, don't upset yourself.
She's angered me, my pet.
Quiet, dear child, be calm.
She's thwarting my plans. She says I'm not sick.
Oh, the wicked gypsy.
That wench will kill me.
Oh, do you really think so?
Discharge her, my dove. She's at the bottom of all my ills. I say again, send her away.
All servants have their faults, my sweet, and we have to bear them for the sake of their good qualities. I'm sure she meant well.
You have no idea the evil of that wench. Now I shall have to take 20 elixirs to repair my tortured body.
Poor invalid.
You are my comfort, my life. And to show you my love, I'll make my will.
Oh, please do not speak thus now. Oh, the very thought makes my heart sick with grief.
I asked you for a notary, but if you don't want...
Oh, he's waiting outside.
Then let him in, my love.
Oh, alas, my love does not allow me to think of such things. Monsieur de Bonfort.
Here I am, madame.
Hurry.
Monsieur de Bonfoy.
Yes, sir.
Please have a chair.
Thank you, sir.
Since you are a friend of my wife, an honest one, I asked her to talk to you about my will.
Oh, the thought is killing me.
Which she did, monsieur. Talk, I mean. And I must tell you that you can bequeath nothing to your wife by will.
Why is that?
Were you in a statute law country, yes. But in Paris, it is not the custom. Here, all that a man and woman joined in marriage can give each other is by a mutual gift during their life. And furthermore, there must be no children at the death of the first.
What? It's a stupid custom that a man can will nothing to a dearly beloved, affectionate wife. I shall speak to my lawyer.
A lawyer is not the one to consult. They stick too closely to the law. But, you may consult another. One who has means of passing gently outside the law. One who can elude custom by a roundabout advantage. You see, in business, there must be adroitness. Else we should get nowhere.
Oh, yes. I know you are a very clever and honest. So, what should I do to be sure my wife and not my children inherits my estate?
Several things. One, you may secretly bequeath your estate to a close friend of yours who, at your, who afterwards will turn over every penny to her. Or, during your life, you may give her any accessible money, bills or bonds payable to the bearer.
Oh, please dismiss this subject. I cannot bear the thought.
My love.
If misfortune takes you, my dear, life to me is nothing, and I, too, would join you soon.
Oh, darling wife, have comfort, please. My heart is breaking.
Madam, there is yet no cause for tears.
Oh, but, sir, you don't know what it means to love your husband deeply.
I'll follow then your advice, monsieur. In my study, there are 20,000 gold louis, and 2 notes due me and payable to the bearer, all of which I'll put into my wife's hands at once.
No, I won't think of it. How much gold did you say is in your study?
20,000 louis, my wife.
Oh, don't mention wealth, I beg you, at such time, my darling invalid. And the notes for how much?
One is for 4, and the other for 6,000 louis, my angel.
Oh, all the gold on earth means nothing, darling husband, compared to you. Shall we make the will?
Indeed. Monsieur de Bonfoy,
Yes,
we shall go into my study. Here, my love, help me.
Oh, come, my poor
That's
dear
it.
sweet.
Thank you, my darling.
Come on, we'll make you comfortable.
I tell you, Angelique, I heard them discussing a will with the notary. Your stepmother is a sly fox, so I wager she's doing you no good before your father.
He may do with his estate as he chooses, if he'll only allow me my heart. Don't abandon me, Toinette, to their base designs, I beg you.
Abandon you? I'd die first. I am your stepmother's confidant, and she believes me working for her interests. But I'm ever on your side. Be patient, child. I'll make it serve for you only. But I must change my tactics, conceal my love for you, and feign to be wholly on her side. And two, I shall enlist the aid of your uncle, Beralde.
Please try, Toinette, to inform Cleante of this awful marriage.
Do not fret, I shall. Early tomorrow, being too late today, I'll find him.
Toinette!
Madame Fox is howling. Good night, my dear. Trust in me and don't feel too badly. Remember, I've done a lot of fox hunting in my time.
Thus the plot, like the heads of some of my contemporaries, begins to thicken. Toinette, that model of charm and perspicacity, has been busy. The next day a visitor appears at the house of Argan.
Ah, Monsieur Cleante, you have come.
I received your message relating to this unhappy marriage planned for Angelique by her father. I am here to learn of her desires so that I may act accordingly.
Splendid, splendid. But her strict confinement will necessitate intrigue and subterfuge.
I know. That is the very reason I am here. Not as the lover, but as the old friend and assistant of her music master.
Good. That's splendid.
Now I must take my exercise.
Soft, I hear her father. Quickly, sir, withdraw. Come out this way into the hall.
Oh, let me see. According to Monsieur Perjean, I am to walk 12 times around this room every morning. But I can't remember whether it was lengthwise or crosswise.
I beg your pardon, sir. A gentleman...
Gently, woman, you'll blast my brains out. Can't you remember that a sick man must be addressed quietly?
But, sir, there's a...
Speak soft, I told you.
Sir, there is a gentleman to see you.
What?
I said there is a gentleman to see you.
What is it, hussy?
There's a gentleman to see you.
Show him in, you fool.
Monsieur?
Monsieur Argan.
Quiet, quiet. You're blasting my master's brains.
I'm glad, sir, to find you about and looking so well.
What do you mean? My master is always sick.
Well, I heard he was better, and surely he looks well.
Looks well. He looks like the grave. Never in his life has he been so ill.
She's right.
He may eat, drink, and act like other men, but that does not prevent him from being ill.
Too true.
I'm deeply sorry, sir.
The sick must bear their afflictions, young man. Who are you? Why are you here?
At the request of your daughter's music master, sir. Being an old friend and assistant of his, he asked me to fill his place during the few days of his own forced visit to the country. He does not wish the young lady to forget that which she has already mastered.
Very good. Toinette, find Angelique.
I think it would be better, sir, to take the gentleman to her room.
No, bring her here.
But she cannot learn as she should unless they are alone.
No, I say.
But in your condition, sir, The noise could well be fatal.
Nonsense. I love my daughter's voice. Oh, but here she is. Toinette, call my wife and ask if she is dressed.
Yes.
Here, Angelique. Your music master has been suddenly called to the country. He sent this young gentleman to instruct you in his stead.
I have no interest in music today.
Oh. What's the matter, child?
Why,
Come, speak up.
last night I dreamed I was a princess in distress, and a knight exactly like this gentleman rescued me. Imagine my surprise to thus meet him face to face.
I am highly honored, mademoiselle, to be present in your dreams. And were you really in distress, there is nothing I would not do to...
Monsieur Dufoy and his son are here to see you, sir. Oh, Monsieur Argan, you were right, sir, to want such a son-in-law. A more handsome and witty young man you could not find. He but said 2 words, and I was charmed.
I must be going.
Oh, do not leave, I beg you, sir. The young man whose father is a famous doctor is, as you may judge, my daughter's fiancé. Our first meeting is today, with the wedding 4 days hence. I trust, monsieur, the music master, and you will both attend.
I am honored, sir, to be included in the celebration of this happy event.
Oh, attention. Here they come.
Remind one of pallbearers.
Quiet, Toinette. Welcome, Monsieur Dufoy. You will pardon me for wearing my hat. I am worn by Monsieur Purgeon against uncovering. Being medics, you will understand.
Our visit, sir, our aim to bring relief, not discomfort to our patients. Is that not so, my son? Thomas, come, say something.
Yes, Father. Should I begin with Monsieur Argan?
Of course.
Sir, I am here, sir, to salute, acknowledge, love, and worship in you a second father. A second father to whom, with your permission, I owe a greater debt than to my first. My first...
Come, have done.
Yes, Father. This future tie I deem most precious, and to acquit the bond ere it be given, I tender my most humble and sincere homage to you, sir.
Long live the universities. May they turn out more of such great minds.
What's that, Toinette?
Nothing, monsieur.
How was it, Father?
Very good, Thomas.
And this gentleman is Angelique.
Oh, shall I kiss her, Father?
No, not her father. Kiss her.
Yes. Madame, rightly so has heaven made you stepmother, mother-in-law to be, since one with such...
Angelique is not my wife. She is my daughter.
Oh, where is your wife?
Oh, she'll join us soon.
Oh, what shall I do now, Father?
Speak to the young lady. Imbecile.
Madame, the statue of Memnon, when struck by the rays of the sun, gave off sweet music. So do I, Madame, feel myself transported to untold rapture by the sun of your beauty. On the altar of your charms, permit me now to lay my heart, which beats, but let it be yours until eternity. Oh...
Would you had studied that you might say such fine things, Cleante?
He is magnificent, Toinette. If he can cure as he orates, being his patient would be great pleasure.
We all admire your son, Monsieur Dufoy. You must be very proud of him.
Well, I do have reason to be satisfied, though not because I'm father to him. His imagination was never lively, nor has he that sparkling wit observable in many. But I can say without boasting, there is not a candidate for the Bachelor of Physics degree who has entered more noisily into the school disputes. He does not let an act pass, but what he argues to the finish, always taking the contrary side of the question. But what pleases me most in Thomas is that he follows my example in blindly following the dictates of the ancients. He will not comprehend nor recognize modern teachings and discoveries. Show him the paper, my son.
Yes, Father. Here is a thesis in which I lengthily refute that wild new theory concerning the circulation of the blood. With your permission, Monsieur Argan, I herewith tender these first fruits of my genius to the young lady as a token of the esteem in which I hold her. It is yours, mademoiselle.
I have no use for it, sir. Its meaning is as removed from me as its thesis is from modern science.
Give it to me. It'll decorate our garret.
Also for your entertainment, Mademoiselle Angélique. One day soon I will invite you to attend a dissection of the body of a woman, at which time I shall lecture.
How delightful.
Monsieur Defoy, do you not intend to secure the position of court physician for your son?
Well, to be truthful, court practice is very disagreeable. If the nobles happen to be ill, they absolutely demand the doctors to cure them.
Absurd of them.
Yeah, precisely.
Well, Music Master Cleante, let us hear my daughter perform.
By your leave, sir. For the entertainment of the company, your daughter and I shall do the lyrics from a new opera. Had we the proper accompaniment, we should sing, though my voice be not too good. But lacking instruments, let the words suffice. Your part, mademoiselle.
My part? But I...
Don't refuse. Follow my lead in the design.
And this opera is, strictly speaking, extemporaneous, and irregular verse spoken from the passion of the moment.
Oh, excellent. Please proceed.
The story concerns a young shepherd who falls in love with a beautiful shepherdess. He resolves to ask her hand, but learns she is to marry with another. He cannot bear the thought, and in desperation he gains access to her father's house. There he sees the stupid rival gloating over his success. The shepherd says nothing, but pleads to his lovely shepherdess with his eyes. But at last his passion can stand no more, and he speaks. Phyllis fair, I cannot bear thoughts of our cruel fate. I beg of you, I deeply care. Are we safe, or am I late?
Phyllis, with sad, dejected sigh, turns her breaking heart to thee, O Theseus, and cries to God on high to break this match and set her free.
Phyllis fair, unhappy Theseus would be blessed to share the heart within your lovely breast.
O Theseus, by all the stars above, there is no one else but thee I love.
Oh, happy torture, sweet divine, repeat again that you are mine.
I'm yours, sweet Theseus, ever yours, while heart does beat and life endures.
Earthly kings, O godly powers, hast thou a love like this of ours? But soft, O sweet, what of thy father?
Comply with him? First die I'd rather.
Now, let me interrupt a moment. What does the father say to all this?
Nothing, Monsieur Argan.
He must be a blockhead. I don't like the piece. A fine example for our sons and daughters. Good day, young man. We can do very well without your entertainment.
Oh, I hoped it would amuse you, sir.
Which it did not.
Oh, I'm
Good day.
so sorry, sir. It was meant to please you to the utmost.
Ah, at last. Here's my wife. Here, my love. Now, this is our future son-in-law, Thomas de Foix, and his father.
Charm, madam.
Madame. Madame, rightly so has heaven made you stepmother, mother-in-law to be, since one with such a face...
I'm so glad I came in, sir. It's an honor to meet you.
Since one with such a face... since one with such a... Madam, due to your interruption in the middle of my sentence, I have lost my memory.
Save it, Thomas, for another time.
Yes, Father.
You should have been here, my dear.
Oh, yes, indeed, madame. You missed a great deal. The second father, the statue of Memnon, the heliotrope, the everything...
Toinette. Well, now, Angelique, join hands with your future husband.
Oh, Father.
Well?
Please, Father, do not hurry us. Give us time to become acquainted and let our affection grow.
Mine is full-grown, madame. I see no cause for delay.
Unfortunately, your many virtues seem slow in impressing my mind.
Well, there's time enough for that after you're married.
Father, please, marriage is sacred, not to be forced. If Monsieur is a man of honor, he'll never accept me against my will.
Nego consequentium, madame. Your father's is the deciding voice.
Hardly a sentiment to enhance my love, Monsieur. If you love me, you will accede to my wishes. So I beg you, sir, be patient.
Yes, madame, your wishes, as long as they do not interfere with mine.
Angelique, you cannot reason with Monsieur. He's just out of college.
Possibly my stepdaughter loves someone else.
If that were true, it would be honorable and with desire, not force.
Come.
I shouldn't force her into marriage if I were you. But I know what I should do, darling husband.
I'm sure you do, but your thoughts may not find success. If I can't marry one I love, at least I beg not to be forced to marry one I don't.
Oh, please excuse her, gentlemen.
Every woman has her own purpose in marriage. I will marry for love. Therefore, I am cautious. Some marry to be freed from parental restraint. To others, marriage is purely a commercial affair, in which the material is everything and the spiritual is nothing.
Just what do you mean by such clever reasoning?
I, madame?
Impertinent child, I can't endure it.
No, madame, not impertinent. I wouldn't give you the advantage.
Why, you insolent hussy!
Your fury is in vain, madame.
False pride and presumption such as yours make me laugh.
I'm sorry, madame. You cannot make me angry. Now, with your permission, I shall take my leave. Good day.
And I'll not reverse my mind. Either you marry this gentleman or go to a convent. Don't you worry, my love. I shall bring her around.
I have important affairs in town, so I must leave. But I'll be home soon.
Oh, stop in at your lawyer's, my angel. Have him hurry with our business.
Au revoir, my little sweet.
Goodbye, my jewel.
Come, Toinette. I have some work for you.
Madame.
Goodbye, my dearest.
The love of such a wife.
Well, we must be going too, monsieur.
Oh, first, tell me how I feel.
Thomas,
Yes, Father.
test the pulse in monsieur's other arm. Quid dicis?
Dico. It is not the pulse of a well man.
Splendid.
A bit too heavy.
Excellent.
Not exactly heavy, too recoiling.
Fine.
Maybe too frisky, jumpy.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
This indicates difficulties of the parenchyma splenicum, the spleen.
It can't be. Monsieur Perjean says it's my liver.
Well, spleen, liver, it's the same thing. Anyone using the term parenchyma means both. No doubt he ordered you to eat roast meat?
Oh, no. Only boiled.
Oh, yes. Boiled, roasted. No difference. Monsieur Perjean is very wise. You couldn't be in better hands. Come, Thomas, we must leave.
Yes, Father.
Your servant, sir.
Your servant, sir.
Thank you, and good day to you both.
Good day, madame.
Hello. Before I go out, I must tell you something, dear. As I passed Angelique's door, I saw a young man in her room.
What's that you say, dear wife? A young man in Angelique's room?
Yes, her new music master.
So that's it.
I heard Angelique say to him, "Go, please go, my heart is breaking."
Yes?
He told her all sorts of things, that he loves her tenderly, that she was the most beautiful girl in the world.
Then?
He fell on his knees.
And?
Kissed her hands.
And then?
And then he saw me and ran away.
Nothing more?
No. But heaven knows what happened before I saw them. I tell you, my dear, that girl ought to be in a convent.
I'm inclined to agree, my dear. Run along now. You'll be late for your appointment.
Goodbye, my darling.
Goodbye, my love. Oh, thank heaven. Thank heaven I have no more children. Angelique will be the death of me yet. Oh, dear me.
Oh, darling.
Yes?
Your brother, Beralde, has just arrived. Toinette is showing him in.
Oh, Faith, I can't stand more. I'm ill.
Your brother, sir.
Well, brother, how'd you do?
Oh, very ill, brother.
Very ill?
I'm feeble. Incredibly ill.
That's too bad.
I haven't even the strength to talk.
I'm very sorry, because I came to discuss a match I have for Angelique.
Don't mention that base witch to me. She's a wicked, disobedient, impertinent hussy. I'll have her in a convent ere 2 days have passed.
Good. You're acting stronger. I'm glad my visit makes you better. Well, we'll discuss your daughter later. But now, let's hear some gypsy players I brought with me to cheer you up.
Huh?
They'll do you much more good than all your medicines.
Ah, Monsieur Beralde, there's nothing like good medicine to aid my master.
Oh, so? Well, let's try this interlude in any case. Pretty gypsy dancing girls never hurt any man.
Oh, pretty dancing girls? Oh, well, what are we waiting for? Come, I'm with you.
Wait, sir. You mustn't forget your cane. Remember, you can't walk without it.
What, wench? Oh, yes, quite so. Proving perhaps that the cure is often worth the disease. But all medicine is not quite so palatable for an invalid, imaginary or otherwise.
Observe our master plotters at work.
And I beg you, Monsieur Beralde, don't desert your niece.
Never fear. I'll do my best for Angelique.
We simply must prevent this stupid marriage on which Monsieur Argan seems so set. Now, what do you say to this? We find a doctor, bring him here, have him examine Monsieur, and make a diagnosis contrary to Monsieur Pourjean. My master will object, and the doctor will berate and belittle the talents of Pourjean.
Splendid. But whom shall we get?
I have an idea. It's doubtless much more wild than wise, but there is a scheme in my head which may suffice. You know, I'm not a bad impersonator.
Oh. I think I understand. And what do I do?
Oh, nothing. Nothing save play your part. Here comes Monsieur Argan. I'll go out this way so he won't see me. Watch for me.
Oh. You still here?
Now, brother, let's talk peacefully.
Very well.
Promise not to get excited in your answers to my questions.
Agreed.
And to discuss everything freely without anger.
Yes. But what preamble? First a chair. Let's do it.
How does it happen, brother, that with your sizable estate you insist on sending your daughter to a convent?
And how does it happen, brother? I can't run my household without so much advice.
Regarding your daughter, your wife seems not to stint in her advice. I'm sure she would be only too happy to make a good nun of her.
There you go. You all blame my poor wife. She always takes the fault.
Steady, brother. We'll forget your wife. She's all that's good and kind and well-intended, and surely is not mercenary. But your daughter, sir, the man she marries should be for herself, and not for you.
He should serve us both. And I'll increase my family by people whom I need.
I suppose that if you had a second daughter, you'd have her marry an apothecary.
Possibly.
You and your apothecaries and physicians. Are you determined to be ill in spite of yourself?
What? Why, what do you mean?
I mean that I know no one less sick, nor with a stronger constitution than you.
Oh.
Your survival of such medication is the best possible proof of your good health.
But for all his medication, Monsieur Pourjean tells me, I would long since been dead.
And with all his medication, I tell you, you soon will be dead.
What? Oh, now be reasonable, Beralde. Do you really believe the doctors have no knowledge?
Oh, yes. They read well. They can speak Latin, an accomplishment indeed. They can define and name all maladies beautifully in Greek. But when it comes to curing, they know nothing.
But every man consults his doctor when he's sick.
Human weakness, that. No stamp of merit on the doctor's art.
Then what would we do when we are ill, pray?
Nothing. Let nature take her course, without the aid of artificial interference.
This is sheer stupidity.
Very well. Control yourself. But about Angelique.
No, I tell you.
Oh, curses on this household.
I can't do it. No,
Noise, disorder all the time.
No, I tell you.
Toinette! Either stop that infernal noise or shut the door. Toinette, do you hear me?
It's Ferrand, the high-priced apothecary, with a syringe. I told him you were busy, but he will not listen.
Monsieur Argan, your medicine, especially ordered by Dr. Pourjean.
Oh, yes, of course. You may leave, Toinette. With your permission, brother.
Oh, can't you go for a moment without medication? For heaven's sake, rest yourself.
Very well. I'll take it tonight. Or tomorrow, Monsieur Florent.
And why should you interfere with my duty?
Good day, monsieur. My brother has given you his orders.
My time is valuable. I came to assist Monsieur. And when I tell Monsieur Pourjean was prevented, well, you shall see. He won't like it. You shall see.
Now you've got me into trouble, Beralde.
For not taking the medicine? Will you forever let these fakers rule your life?
It's very easy to ridicule when you have no need for medical advice. But if you were as sick as I...
Oh, it's all in your imagination.
Oh! I cannot stand this. You insist on aggravating me. What, you again?
Yes, and this time it's your doctor, Monsieur Pourjean.
Neil, show him in. Show him in.
I am already in, Monsieur Argan. I just met the apothecary at your door, and he tells me...
You see, Beralde? Monsieur Pajon.
What
now,
impertinence to refuse your doctor's orders.
Deplorable.
A tonic that I compounded with my own hands.
It was not
I even invented it. According to all the rules.
He should be punished.
It was my brother.
Refuse to take it.
He...
Such unheard of behavior.
Unheard of.
An outrage against my profession.
It was his fault.
High treason beyond punishment.
Right.
You shall no longer be my patient.
But my brother...
I'll have no alliance with you.
Very wise.
And to sever all union, here is the deed I made in favor of my nephew's approaching marriage with your daughter,
This is all my brother's fault.
That you did not take my tonic.
Give it to me, I'll take it at once.
I would have made you well very soon.
He's not worth your bother, Monsieur Pojon.
I had just about cleansed your body of its ills.
He doesn't deserve to be cleansed.
But because you did not wish to be cured by me.
It's not my
fault. Because you refused to obey my orders.
You should be avenged.
Because you openly rebel against my remedies.
Oh, no!
I leave you to your corrupt carcass and evil constitution.
Well done.
Oh, dear.
Within 4 days, you will be incurable.
Oh, have mercy.
You will fall into brandypepsia.
Monsieur Pajon.
And from brandypepsia into dyspepsia.
Oh.
And from dyspepsia into apepsia.
I beg you.
And from apepsia into leonteria.
Monsieur Pajon.
And from leonteria into dysenteria.
Monsieur Pajon.
And from dysenteria into dropsy.
Monsieur Pajon.
And from dropsy into the grave.
Oh.
Dead by your own hands and sheer stupidity.
Oh. Oh, God have mercy. Oh, help. I'm dying. And it's all your fault, brother. I can live no longer. The revenge of Monsieur Pajon is already at work.
Oh, brother, don't be such a fool.
Did you hear the awful things with which he threatened me?
Oh, what a simpleton.
He said that within 4 days, I'll be incurable.
What difference what he said? He's no oracle. And it's easy to find another doctor.
But he knew all my symptoms.
Well, you have the strangest notions I've ever heard.
A doctor's here to see you, sir.
Who?
A doctor of medicine.
A doctor? Oh, how wonderful. What's his name?
I don't know, but he's so like me, I would have sworn he was my brother.
Send him in.
You see, no sooner has one doctor left than another presents himself.
I wager I'm much more ill, though, and entirely due to you.
Oh, brother, must you start all that again?
I'm sure I have all those diseases. Oh, here's the doctor.
Monsieur, I call, sir, to offer my humble services in all bleeding and purging necessary to your health.
Oh, I'm very much obliged, monsieur. Why, it's Toinette herself.
Pardon a moment, sir. I forgot to give my assistant a prescription. I'll return at once.
I would swear it was Toinette, were it not for the high hat and the long black doctor's gown.
There's a striking similarity, but such tricks of nature are not unknown.
I'm amazed. I could swear.
Yes, sir?
Well, Toinette, what do you want?
Didn't you call me, sir?
Why, no.
Oh, my ears were buzzing, I suppose. Forgive me, monsieur.
Wait a minute. I want you to see how very like you this doctor is.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I've seen him quite enough. Besides, I have much work to do.
I should really have believed them the same persons had I not seen them together.
We've read of such cases where everyone was deceived. Indeed, we've seen them in our own day.
Well, this could easily have deceived me. I would have been willing to swear they were one and the same.
I pray you, sir, pardon the interruption.
It's amazing, Beralde.
I hope you will forgive my impertinence in calling thus, but your reputation as an illustrious patient led me to come to see you.
You do me great honor, sir.
You are studying me intently. How old do you think I am?
I should say 26, or at the most 27.
No, I'm 90.
90?
Yes. Yes, you see, the secret of long life and youth is not unknown to me.
My heavens. Quite a youth for 90. It's unbelievable.
I travel from village to village, empire to empire, all over the world to find patients worthy of my care. Patients with important maladies. Complicated cases are the ones that interest me. Now, your fame has reached me, though I do wish, sir, that you had had every deadly disease known to man, and that you had been given up as hopeless by all your doctors, that I might more completely show you the excellence of my craft.
I thank you, sir, for your good wishes.
Give me your pulse. No. Beat properly. Well, I'll take care of that. Who has attended you?
Dr. Perjean.
Perjean? Not listed among the important doctors. What does he say is your trouble?
My liver. But other doctors say it's my spleen.
Blockhead. It's your lungs.
My lungs?
Precisely. What are your symptoms?
Well, sometimes I have headaches.
The lungs.
And my eyes get hazy.
The lungs.
My heart aches.
Lungs.
My arms and legs ache.
Lungs.
My stomach aches.
The lungs. Do you eat a lot?
Yes, sir.
The lungs. Do you drink?
Yes, sir.
The lungs. Are you always sleepy after meals?
Yes, sir. The lungs?
The lungs. Do you know what is your great ailment, monsieur?
No, sir.
The lungs. Now, what does your doctor order you to eat?
Strained soup.
Ignorant.
Lean fowl.
Ignorant.
Lean veal.
Ignorant.
Fresh eggs.
Ignorant.
Diluted wine.
Ignorantus, ignorante, ignorantum. Your blood's too thin. Drink your wine undiluted. Your constitution is too thin. Eat fat beef and pork, cheese, rice pudding, chestnuts, bread. Your doctor's a consummate fool. I'll send you another and come myself while I'm in Paris.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Hold out your hand. Look at this arm. What do you do with it?
Why,
I'd amputate it at once.
Amputate it? But why?
It absorbs all the nourishment from this side of the body and prevents it from developing properly.
But I need my arm.
And that right eye. Cut it out immediately.
Cut out my eye?
Certainly. Interferes with the other. If you cut it out, the left will be much better. Oh, my. I can't understand how your doctor could have neglected you in this way.
Well, there's no great hurry about all this.
Oh, well, now I must go. I'm sorry to leave so soon. There are many other suggestions I have for you, but another time. Au revoir. I must hurry to attend an urgent consultation about a man who died yesterday.
Died? Yesterday?
Yes, we must decide what should have been done to cure him. Monsieur, your servant.
This doctor really seems to have some skill, brother.
Seems a bit extreme.
So are all the really good doctors.
But to remove an arm and extract an eye, or to improve the other. Well, I prefer to stay as I am. To make me crippled and blind at a single stroke. A fine thing indeed.
Oh, no, you're very kind, monsieur, but no, thank you, no.
To whom are you speaking?
Oh, your doctor, sir. He wanted to feel my pulse.
Well, he does well for 90.
Now, brother, since this quarrel with Monsieur Perjean has altered affairs, won't you consider this other match of which I spoke?
Angelique opposed me, and therefore she shall be a nun.
That move should please a certain person greatly.
I know whom you mean. Why can't you forget my wife?
Because I can't endure your subservience to her any more than I can endure your medical manias. I hate to see you step into every trap she sets for you.
Oh, shame, Monsieur Beralde, to speak thus of Madame. An honorable woman who, without artifice, loves my master so.
There you are. Ask yourself how much she loves me and how she worries when I'm ill.
Poor, unhappy woman.
And how she tenderly takes care of me.
Very true. Monsieur Beralde, do you want me to convince you of Madame's love for Monsieur Argan?
How?
Your wife, monsieur, has just come home. Now, lie down here on this couch and pretend to be dead. When she comes into this room, I'll tell her the sad news, and you both can listen to her broken-hearted lamentation.
Splendid.
Yes, but don't stay dead too long, lest she die of despair.
Well, hurry. Leave me alone. Oh, an excellent jest.
Monsieur Beralde,
Yes?
hide yourself in there, sir. In the study, you can leave the door ajar.
Yes, Toinette. This will do nicely.
Oh, Toinette, do you think it's dangerous pretending to be dead?
Oh, of course not. Now, stretch out here. Steady. Here's my mistress. I hear her approaching the door. Oh, dear.
Oh, woe, oh, unhappy day. What's the trouble, Toinette? Oh, poor dear madame. Have you lost your mind, Toinette? No, madame, you have lost your husband. My husband is dead. Dead. Blotted out. Defunct. Honestly? Let me see him. Honestly, just this minute alone with me, he took leave of me in my arms. See, there he lies, poor departed soul. Oh, heaven be praised to be relieved of such a load. Oh, Toinette. Toinette, don't be such a fool. Why weep for him?
I thought we should, madame.
Nonsense. He isn't worth it. He never did us any good, so what loss is he? Such a filthy, nauseating, stupid, bad-tempered fool, with no thought save for his disgusting medicine and his precious health.
What a nice obituary.
Come, Toinette. I have some plans, and you must help me with them.
But, madame...
Oh, you'll be rewarded. First, we must get him to bed, and keep this secret until all my business be all finished. In his study, there are some deeds of gift, and there's money, all of which we'll get. But where are his keys? He usually carried them with him.
Gently, if you don't object.
Oh!
So, my pet, such is your devotion.
As I live, the corpse is not a corpse.
I thank you, madam, for your eloquent eulogy. It was most instructive. I'll take heed, and such wisdom may prevent such errors in the future. And don't return, you base, ungrateful witch!
You see, brother?
I can't believe it. But quiet. I hear Angelique. Lie down again, sir. You might just as well learn how the rest of the family feels about you. Into the study with you, Monsieur Beralde.
Very well, Toinette.
Oh, dear. Oh, woe. Oh, most unhappy day.
Toinette, why are you crying? What is the matter?
Oh, child, I have sad news for you.
Sad news?
Your poor dear father is dead.
My father? Dead?
Yes. He had a spell, and just this moment died in my arms.
Oh, cruel fate to deprive me of my poor, sweet father. My only joy. Oh, sad misfortune to take him thus. Oh, still angry with me. What shall I do? Oh, Father, Father.
Angelique?
Cleante.
Angelique, why this distress? What's the cause? Why do you weep?
Oh, Cleante, I weep for one most dear to me. My father. My father's dead.
What? Oh, poor sick man. Oh, Angelique, at such a time. I was about to ask his favor. Your uncle urged my suit, and I had come to try his heart.
Please, Cleante, don't speak of marriage. I can no longer dream of it. I renounce the world my father left so unexpectedly. Oh, Father, I regret my disobedience, the concern I gave you. From heaven, forgive me, Father dear. Oh, please forgive.
My dear child.
Oh!
Don't be frightened. I'm not dead. Oh, my sweet daughter, my soul. To find devotion such as yours warms my heart indeed.
Oh, Father, heaven be praised. Forgive me, Father, for my sins, and grant me one request.
Yes, my dear.
If you cannot see me wedded with Cleante, I beg you, force me not upon another.
Oh, sir, listen to her pleas and mine, and strive to recognize our love.
Brother, surely you can't ignore such pleas.
Can you be blind to such affection, sir?
Let him study medicine, and I agree. Yes, young man, become a doctor, and you may marry my child.
Oh, gladly, sir. I'll become a doctor, druggist, anything you please, anything that I may marry Angelique.
Oh, but it will take so long.
Brother, I've an idea. Become a doctor yourself. Think of the convenience. Then Dr. Argan could treat patient Argan as easily as that.
There we have it, sir. Become a doctor yourself.
Oh, I think you're jesting with me. I'm too old to learn.
Nonsense. Why, you know more than most of them already.
But the Greek and Latin terms, all the diseases, all the proper remedies. I'd have to learn them all.
It will come easily when you don your cap and gown. In fact, you'll know more than you desire.
What? Is nothing more than the garb necessary to properly behave and know?
Nothing. It was always so. You only need the academic robe, and all you say is wisdom.
Your beard alone makes you more than half a doctor.
Will you do the thing at once?
At once?
Yes, here in your own house.
Well, by all that's holy, I swear I'll do it. I'll go get my robe.
Bravo!
Now, there's the trick.
Oh, Father, thank you.
Splendid, brother.
Splendid, splendid.
Uncle, this jesting, does it not seem somewhat unfair to my father?
Oh, no, my dear. Maybe it will cure him. Instead of being the imaginary invalid, he shall soon become his own imaginary doctor, and such weighty knowledge as will then be his should soon kill his ills ere the doctor's medications kill him.
Well, brother, I am ready. Please proceed. In quick fulfillment of this deed... Go on, you fool. Continue.
Remember, sir, here stands your daughter. You first must bless her for the altar.
Daughter dear, I give you free unto Cleante, my son-to-be.
Angelique, my love, my life.
Sweet Cleante, take me your wife.
Then I shall be a doctor. Soon.
Cleante and I shall marry.
And if you pardon this buffoon...
We will no longer tarry.
A doctor,
a doctor, oh, he shall be a doctor. When no more an invalid, then he shall be a doctor.
Thank you, people of Paris. Now I present to you my fellow actors. Toinette, Florence Malone. Angelique, Linda Watkins. Beline, Marjorie Clark. Bonfoy, Stanley Harrison. Cleante, Winston O'Keefe. Defoy, Harry Neville. Thomas, William Thornton. Beralde, Maurice Wells. Florent, Clinton Sundberg. Bourgeon, G. Albert Smith. And I, Molière, played Argan. Perhaps I should not let you go before admitting the little farce I have played upon you. This play has been presented through a new medium. I, Molière, died the night of that fourth performance of the Imaginary Invalid. So you see, this performance was not given at the Palais-Royal Theatre in Paris. Yes, Molière is dead. The Palais-Royal is dead. And now Paris, the city I loved, is dead.
Monsieur.
What is it now, Toinette?
Your medicine, monsieur.
Medicine?
Oh, come. Drink it down. Judging by what you were saying, you certainly need it.
Well... You know, Toinette, that was good. Yes. Already I can see. Why, I must have been out of my mind. Molière is dead, certainly. After all, he was only a mortal. The Palais-Royal is dead, and why not? It was but stone and mortar. But Paris is not dead. The Paris of Molière and Corneille, of Voltaire and Beaumarchais, the Paris that has ever been the citadel of free thought and of free men, that is not dead. No military machine can conquer Paris, not while men can freely think, not while they know wrong for wrong and right for right. This is the great truth. Paris will never die. Toinette, that is the best elixir I've ever taken. Of what is it composed?
Of the only medicine the people of this world will ever need. Faith and courage.
In this broadcast of Moliere's Imaginary Invalid, the title role, as well as that of Moliere, was played by Mr. Charles Webster.